never did that. In fact, they have never done that to this day. And this is why you get the pushback that we're seeing in all the rooms on TikTok and on Twitter when people are saying, oh no, Black Americans are the only Black people. Now we understand what racially Black means. And so let me speak for myself on this, because this is a stance that I take that some even in the movement disagree with. But I want to say my personal stance, not even for the organization, just me personally. I am of the position that Black Americans are the only Black people on the planet. Because Black is a universal identity that transcends all regional and tribal differences. We are the only group that throughout all of our regional ethnicities or differences in culture, because we're all family throughout these entire regions in the United States of America, we're still just one Black identity. Whereas on the continent of Africa, you got whole tribes, you got whole countries with hundreds, if not thousands of small insular tribes in one country that have never said, you know what, let's just drop all these other ethnicities and tribes and just be one people. But they believe that they can come here and dictate to us how to fight, how to unify, and it needs to be under the banner of African, when Africans ain't never considered themselves one universal African. Even when the enemy was as blatant as the enemy was. Like, let me tell you something. We got double agents. We know how this COINTEL system works. But in the day of colonialism, during that castle, and even today, if you can't see that the enemy is the enemy and they don't look shit like you, and that you need to partner with somebody that does look like you, because the people that don't look like you is running and controlling everything. If you can't do that when the enemy is that clear and that present, you can't say shit to me about who I need to be looking at, fighting, or calling the enemy, or picking and choosing, because we are the only group that have ever said, you know what, yeah, you are multiple, you're various African tribes, you're various indigenous tribes, you got some European in you, but you know what, because they coming down on all of us, we need to just come together and be Black. And let's oppose white because of what they're doing to us. We are the ones that have done that the best. And now what we're saying is that same Black identity, because y'all come here and still try to latch on by using racial trickery language, race that is a tool of white supremacy. We're now saying, yeah, that identity is called foundational Black American. So now, even if you want to try to say that you're racially Black, you ain't this. And we ain't that. Because we got to close ranks, because y'all have never, never, never created a universal identity in which to advocate under and get resources for your people from the people that have always stolen and misused and exploited your resources. You ain't got shit to say to us. We Black do not.